Greetings, citizens, and welcome to another episode of Mars versus Venus. I am your host with the most, What's in Store with Timur, and boy, do we have a doozy of a show for you today. Great show topics, awesome questions, and a phenomenal cast of characters. The co-hosts, let's start the introduction, shall we?
Voice of Reason.
Natasha.
Summer.
Boy, that was really, really fast. We got, a new person to the panel today. She goes by the name of Miss Summer Hagans. We're going to be getting into her story later on in the show. How's you guys' week been so far?
Pretty good.
Everything's groovy like a movie?
Yeah, great.
you know
Very
it.
good.
Yeah, we had a lot of crazy things going on in the news this week, and we're just going to dive right into it. I don't know if you guys heard about that story with and the two girls twerking. Well, one girl was twerking on the man that was in the bodega or the gas station. This happened in D.C. So just imagine you walking into a store, two random girls just walk up on you and just start twerking, fondling your private section, and just doing things of sexual harassment. Now, this guy went to go file a police report about this. So just imagine how he felt about doing that. Mm-hmm. You know, the only way I feel as though he was forced to do that, either his girl had to be there and see it outside in the car, or when he walked into the store, he was on the phone. He was on the phone, and then they immediately like attack mode, like they was out in the strip club. How do you guys feel about that situation? Like two random girls, you walk into a store, two random girls just at the store, not the strip club, not the club, but at the store. Just two random strangers, girls, just walk up to you and just get to gyrating and fondling you and sexual harassing you.
That's crazy, man. You know, it knocked me off guard at first, but like, were they drunk or intoxicated or anything?
They didn't. Police are still in search for them.
Well,
they're still on the run.
Yeah, they're on the run.
oh, so okay.
Yeah.
They're twerking fugitive.
Hopefully they don't go on a spree.
Okay. No, man, I don't think I would have filed charges or nothing, went to the police. Because, you know what I mean? Like, not that I'd be like, oh, yes, where they at again? You know? But it's not that serious. They didn't come up and smack them or nothing crazy. And, I don't know. And just like you said, unless his girl or something was present, or he might have been like a minister or something like that, and he's scared he's going to get on TV like, loose me.
Because it did, you know, they showed this on the news. And I'm thinking, like, this guy either had to be a preacher, be married, or in a really serious relationship. Because just imagine you coming home on the news, you and your girl sitting up watching television, and this pops up on the news.
Yeah.
She's going to swear you know these girls.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Like, wait a minute, you just walked in the store and some girls just start twerking on you?
Right.
How can you explain that?
Was there actual footage of the
Yeah,
twerking?
this is actual
so someone
footage.
Caught
Surveillance.
Yeah, surveillance.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Actual footage. And just imagine you trying to come home. Imagine you guys in a relationship and you see your man getting twerked on at the store. The other girl is trying to reach for his phone and she's following this private section as well. Now, are you seriously going to be like, when you ask him, who was them girls? And he say, I don't know who them girls was. Are you going to just believe that?
Well, yeah. I mean,
Really?
Well, yeah, because why would he lie? I mean, if you got the surveillance footage right there, I mean, I can go to the store and get what happened before that. I mean,
That's
you know what I
true.
mean? Like, I could be like, look, I want to see what happened before that if, you know, it was really that serious. But I think people take a lot of things too serious nowadays. There's a lot more things going on in the world. And maybe they was just trying to have fun. They probably were drunk or...
I don't believe you.
Well, you don't got to believe me because we ain't together, baby. But, I mean, no, because, I mean, I've had situations arise when I've been out with, you know, people that I've gone on dates with or whatever. But, I mean, I didn't freak out because, like I said, you know, I don't know who they are and stuff like that. But, I mean, I think it's a little overboard to get all bent out of shape over someone just, I mean, and you could see he's standing there, like, not interacting with it. Now, if he was smacking some bottoms and stuff like that, then maybe I could be like, okay, it don't look like you don't know them.
Right.
But since he's going, like, freaking out, I
Yeah.
mean, himself. So, yeah, you could tell that he wasn't interested in what was going on.
Yeah, okay. Here's another story that happened, and this was kind of just like wowzers. A teacher was fired for refusing to address a 6-year-old girl who is known as a transgender boy. Refused to address them by their boy name, and the teacher was fired. What's your guys' thoughts on that one? Teachers' jobs are already hard enough.
I think fired's excessive.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, I can remember being in school, and my name was hard to remember. So they would always mess up my name. So if they gave me a nickname or something like that, I would, be fine with it. But, when you go to school, they have to call you by the name that's on your birth certificate.
That's true.
And then when you tell them, well, I don't go by that, they're like, well, that's what's on this paper, because I can remember that stuff. So, I mean, I think fired was excessive. They could have warned her, like, look, you need to address them like this. And then if it persisted, then, some other type of discipline could have been. I don't think firing them is right.
You got something on it?
My thing is, do they switch off? Like, does he come to school as a boy for 1 month, and then another month he comes as a girl? Because it was, the crazy thing is when you read the report about it, they were talking about how he came, one day he was a boy,
right?
And then the next day he's a girl, and then so they changed the name. It wasn't even like the same initials,
right?
Like for the name, you know what I mean? And then when they come to school, like she's out there playing football with the boys, and like one of the boys hits her real hard,
right? And
she cries, comes to the office like, I'm not really a girl,
right?
You know what I mean? Just like silly stuff,
right?
So the reality is why would you fire somebody over addressing the person about what's on the paperwork, the dockets, and then how often do you guys change back and forth? Or is this like the parents, like, oh, well, I think this our child should go by now? It's like, how do you, especially fire somebody over that? If anything, deal with the parents and deal with the child, not the teacher.
Great point. You want to touch on that a little bit? Something?
Well, I was just going to say the same thing. My question would be, where were the parents at in all this? How are they involved? Especially if it's back and forth. I mean, if he's, a boy one day and a girl the next with different names, it's hard to keep up sometimes.
Good point. Here's another good one. Not situation, but here's a question. And it's tending to relationships. If you were to propose to a male or a female, and the person says no, is the relationship over?
I think it just depends. Like, if they say no, have you guys had a conversation first about getting married? I mean, if you've had the conversation and we're on the same page and thinking that we're dating towards marriage, and then I pop a ring, well, I'm not gonna pop a ring, honestly. I need a man to propose to me. I'm sorry, I'm old school, but
Say it, honey.
I'm just gonna be honest. But I'm not knocking any woman. That's what she does. But me personally, I want to be proposed to. But with that being said, if we've already had multiple conversations and we're dating, I mean, none of us are at an age where we're just like dating to dating. I mean, hopefully, marriage would be the goal for most people. Not everybody, but for most people. So if you've had that conversation and then I ask you to marry me and then you say no, well then in my head I'm thinking, well then what are we doing? Because now we're wasting our time. I don't have time to waste. So it just depends if those conversations have been had.
What you got, Miss Matasha?
Actually did propose to an ex. We were together for 3 years at the time. We had talked about getting married and stuff like that. And he had made a statement when we had first started dating that, if a woman ever did feel that, we were together long enough and I wasn't, bringing it to the table fast enough, that, if she was to propose to me, that I would, respect that, blah, 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 like that. And when, he did say no. And I reevaluated the relationship, though, and, I didn't put 110% in like I was when he did say no, because I felt like we were just playing house then, right. And we have a child together, so It was not cool, but
Yeah.
I mean, I took it with a grain of salt because I was like, maybe it was just too soon in the relationship or he wasn't ready, but yeah, I never
How
did
you
it again.
propose, if you don't mind me asking, I'm just curious.
I had, it was close to our anniversary, and I had made us dinner, and I made sure the kids was gone, and I had went to the adult.
They didn't have to see that.
I had went to the adult store, and I bought, a grab bag and really set up stuff, and was trying to be over extra, and
Boy, I tell you.
yeah.
What you got on that,
4
Adrian?
words: stupid or your part.
I know that now, Adrian. Okay. Because that's who he
Well,
is.
no, that's not who I am. I feel, man, a man should be a man in everything. And if he don't have enough decency and enough poise and know when it's time to ask you to marry him, man, please. If you're gonna continue to date him, and that's cool with you to continue to date, that's fine. But it gets to a point where if you desire to be married, he still haven't asked you, man. Peace out. That's just real. You never switch roles to get something that you want. No, let the man be the man all the time.
Great point.
All the time?
All the
Great point.
time.
Okay, I
Right.
like that. All the
Well,
time.
like, I proposed to mine.
Real G.
Who gonna turn me down? You know what I'm saying? Who gonna turn me down? I proposed to mine. Of course he said yeah. But no, like, how did you really feel about, like, women being turned down or being reneged? Like, how did you feel about that part of it?
Rejected. I
you
felt
know-
very rejected.
Okay.
I felt like I wasn't as substantial in the relationship to him as I thought I was. I didn't feel that he loved me like he said he did. And then after that, it was just kind of like, it just, I slowly just moved out.
Wow.
Got out of the relationship and, because it was like, it's never going to be what I thought was, So,
Here's another good one. Could you guys date or marry your best friend's ex? How about that one? I tell you, that's a doozy. I tell you.
Never.
No.
I
Never.
just dealt with that situation now. My ex-wife.
Please elaborate on that.
My ex-wife dates my ex-best friend, which happens to be my son's godbrother. So that's some jacked up situation. So that whole situation, I have, you know what I mean? We got to talk about that.
Yes, we will touch on that. We got to pause for the calls for station identity. You are tuned in to Mars versus Venus. We'll be back in 2 and 2.
When I give you the signal, you 2 cut left to the flag. I'm gonna cover you from that tree over there. Remember, don't go for the flag unless you know the coast is clear, okay?
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent, because kids in foster care don't need perfection. They need you.
Take my hand and start a brand new day. And together as one we'll start to see some change.
Underneath everything we are, underneath everything we do, we are all people, connected, interdependent, united. And when we reach out a hand to one, we can influence the condition of all. That's what it means to live united.
This financial advisor is being accused of committing one of the largest investment frauds in the history of the United States.
I guess we're not going to Aspen. That's fine. You see, I like tennis balls. He likes insider trading. So he's going to jail and I'm going to a shelter. And no, they're not the same thing. Shelters are for good pets that want to be adopted. Jails are for criminals. I've done nothing. Uh-oh. Ooh, okay, I stole a cheeseburger once. I'm a dog.
Welcome back. This is Mars versus Venus. I am your host with the most, What's in Store with T. Moore. And I got my awesome panel with me today.
Voice of reason.
Natasha.
Summer.
Before we left and go to break, we were talking about, the question was, could you date or marry your best friend's ex? And the voice of reason was diving right on in.
Yeah, man, I'm in a situation like that now. Not me, but the other person I was with. And to me, man, that just shows a lack of character, man, and morals and respect for family. You know what I mean? Because the other person that's involved, like, we were like family. The only thing that wasn't there was his blood. And a lot of times, you could be closer to people that's not, genetically
Family,
related
yeah.
to you than you are people that is, And to me, man, that just shows a poor character, man.
Absolutely. I agree with that wholeheartedly. How about you, Ms. Natasha?
That's a no. It's like an unwritten code that you don't cross those lines. I would never do nothing like that to my best friend, ever.
How about you,
I
Ms.
feel
Summer?
the same way. It's too many fish in the sea. Find another fish.
You say that, but you hear it so many times that it's a lack of guys, it's a lack of good guys, everybody locked up, or people, they
Obviously, they wasn't good because my best friend didn't want them.
Boy, I tell you. Great point. Great point. Well, let's see. Well, as you can see with today's panel, it's just a little twist of lemon with a lot of lime. We have a special guest on the panel by the name of Miss Summer Hagans. She has the face of a princess and a body of a warrior. We're going to let her dive right into her story and let you know exactly what she has going on.
Okay, so I'm Summer, Warrior Princess, and pretty much what Warrior Princess is, it's a movement that empowers women to embrace their beauty and strength from within. It seeks to, the movement is really about a woman fighting for the life she wants, a woman that in all areas of her life is focusing on improving it. So physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. And a lot of times us as women, unfortunately, we get so caught in one area of our life. We physically say, I want to lose these 20 pounds, I want to do this, I want to do that. But then mentally or emotionally, you're lacking. You still are holding grudges with your brother, your sisters, your friends. You're not feeding your mind mentally, you're not reading books, different things of that nature. So Warrior Princess is about women supporting women to be their best selves ever. And with my story, just really briefly, I went through a bad divorce and I really suffered from a lot of self-esteem issues. So I turned to fitness to kind of just help me put things in perspective. So the more and more I started working out, I saw my body physically changing, but then I said, okay, I'm physically getting in shape, but what am I doing mentally, emotionally, and spiritually to get myself in shape? So then that went to me, reading books and surrounding myself around positive people, getting more close relationship with God spiritually, and just being a positive person and just supporting other women in that whole journey and process. So it's been a long road, but it's been a very fulfilling road because through that I've grown in so many areas of my life. So right now I just finished a book. It's called I Am Warrior Princess, The Fight for the Life I Want. It's coming out next month, shameless plug. So you gotta get the book. But it really is just an empowerment book. I mean, obviously the focus is women, but really it's good for anyone because it just focuses on arming yourself, being armed and dangerous to fight for the life you want. Because that's what it is. It's about us fighting. No one is going to hand you anything. No one owes you anything in life. It's about arming yourself in all areas of your life to get what you want. So I'm, like I said, that's coming out. I'm a fitness competitor as well, figure competitor. So I've done 2 shows, and that's definitely been a journey to be able to kind of not eat like what I want to eat. And, working out every day, all day. But again, the physical transformation was one thing, but the mental and emotional transformation I went through that whole prep process is another, because what it taught me about myself is that I can do anything if I put my mind to it. Great. So that's what really was just very rewarding. So I have a love for physical fitness. I try to empower people to get in shape. I don't try to push bodybuilding on everyone because that's not the whole point of it. The whole point is find out what works for you. Find out what's healthy for you, and then just do it and be consistent. And it's a lot of myths I think that unfortunately Black women tend to have. Oh, I'm gonna look like a man. I don't look like a man, okay? No, and I have to say I don't feel I look like a man. And I lift weights 5 days out the week. So you're not gonna look like a man. I hear another one, I'm gonna lose my butt. Okay,
All the time. All the time.
It's excuse after excuse. So I try to, when I talk to women about working out and getting in shape, I try to dispel those myths. No, you're not gonna lose your butt. Your butt's just gonna have a different shape to it. But there's exercises you can do to form your lower half and still look like a woman and still look very feminine.
Let me ask you this. Let me intervene here. Would you date a man that you could bench press more than? If you could bench press more than him, would you date him?
Yes, I would. I would. To be honest, yeah. I mean, I'm not, that as long as the person that I'm dating respects what I do and doesn't try to take me away from fitness, because it's my lifestyle. It's not a fad for me. Right. It's not something that I'm just doing, and that's why I kind of cringe when people say, oh, I just want to get in shape for the summer. No, it's all year round, and I'm not trying to say I'm perfect. I have my days. Yesterday I ate 4 Pop-Tarts. So, it's
that is just terrible.
But what I'm saying is it's still like, it's a lifestyle that I embrace. So it's better to not look at trying to do a quick, easy fix. Find out something that works for you. For you, it may be running. For you, it may be swimming. Whatever the case may be, I just tell people to move their bodies and be consistent with it. But yes, back to your question, I would date a man that didn't bench as much as me.
We was talking about that before you had came on the show on one of our previous shows about like some of the myths and some of the stereotypes and things like that.
Yeah.
But have you found yourself dating a different type of man or attracting a different type of man since you've been into this bodybuilding?
Not really. It's pretty well, and if anyone is watching this, that's
let's get to it.
Yeah, that's at LA. Y'all know I love y'all. We're like Fit Fam.
Right.
Like the guys, they come up to me. It's all love. It's all support.
Yeah.
It's like I said, it's like a lifestyle, and it's like our own little family. We all work out together and support each other, and so I think now because I've been at the gym that I've been working out so long, no one really says much to me. But as far as, outside of the gym, it's kind of pretty about the same. To be honest, I don't really go anywhere, to even kind of get those type of, to get approached like that much, to be honest.
You guys got anything?
No, I'm just listening to the good information.
Like how is it when I know you're training year round, day by day, but do you turn it up a couple notches when it's competition time?
Oh, do I? Yeah, it's a beast.
It's a beast?
Yeah, do I? I definitely, for the competition, it's you breathe, sleep, and eat the competition. That's all that's on your mind. You have to mentally take yourself there. So if someone calls me, Summer, can you go to happy hour? Summer, can you, go to this event? Can you go to that event? Only thing I'm thinking about is where's my food gonna be? Because I have to eat every 3 hours. So I'm packing my bag of food every day, 7 meals a day, and I'm taking it everywhere. I've taken it to be honest, I feel really bad to say this, but I took it to a funeral. I had to eat. I knew I was gonna be. I had to eat.
What you got to say about
that? Was you back there?
No, I didn't eat it inside the funeral. I went to the bathroom. I took my bag with me. I knew it was going to be a long funeral. God bless her heart. So I went into the bathroom and I took my food and I ate it. So that's what I'm saying. It gets turned up to the point where if you want to have the physique stepping on stage, you have to make the sacrifices.
True.
So to be honest, that has to come first. And that's why for a lot of people, they don't get it and they don't understand it.
Right.
So that's why I stopped even really trying to explain it to a lot of people because they're like, what? You do all of that? And what? And what? But for me, it wasn't about the trophy, the physical trophy.
Yeah.
For me, it was more about the mental and spiritual, all of that I get when I step on stage and I look at myself and I'm like, I did this.
Right.
Summer, I did this.
Right.
Obviously with the support of my family and my friends, and I first got to honor God too, but that for me is the real win. And that's what a warrior princess is all about.
We also got to honor Danny over there too.
Who's Danny?
Danny, she's behind the scenes.
She
forgot about Danny already.
No, because that's her nickname. Danita is her full name.
Yeah,
but
okay.
and also my trainer Lance. He's been with me through the trenches. And I don't know what I would do without him, Lance, and so.
Like, give us an example of when you're in competition and you're on 10, give us an example of some of the meals that you prep and prepare for yourself, day in.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's, for breakfast, I may have like some egg whites, some oatmeal, no sugar in it, and then some spinach. Then I got meal 2, which is chicken. I felt like a chicken when I was eating all this chicken, because really that's all you eat is just chicken.
No, you talking chicken or chicken breast?
Chicken breast. Chicken breast. I would do like 4 ounces of chicken breast, and then some more vegetables, some broccoli and sweet potato. Really, that's what your meals are going to consist of. Your lean protein, typically your chicken, your carbs, your complex carbs like your sweet potato or your rice, and then your vegetables like your spinach or your broccoli or mixed vegetables. A rice cake here and there, and then a gallon of water a day. So that's pretty much what I was doing for 12 weeks.
And you repeat that cycle of the same food?
Yeah, repeat that cycle.
So where does the 4 Pop-Tarts fit in at?
No, that's the thing, because I'm off season now. I'm off season, so the 4 Pop-Tarts really didn't fit in, but I'm off season. I had to give myself a little bit of a mental break, because you're so restricted, but you do have to watch it, because then when it's time for me to go back on stage, I don't want to have to start all over again. You know what I mean? So I do want to keep myself somewhat semi-ready. But do I look like that picture that y'all probably seen? No, I don't look like that now.
But you know what? Now I'm picking with you because I have a close friend. She does competition and everything too. And she'll text me. She's like, I just ate like this whole medium pizza. But she does the same thing you do. Meal preps. She's a nurse, and she packs her bag, takes it to the hospital and stuff with her and everything. Mm-hmm. And she tells me the same stuff, man, and I commend y'all for that, because I know it gotta be rough, because especially even at her job, she tells me they come in and have big boxes of donuts and pizza and stuff.
Yeah, it's rough. It's the mental fortitude though to push, knowing you have a goal in mind.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So yeah, it's awesome. I also, not to get off topic, but I also before that ran a 26.2 mile marathon. So I love fitness.
Wowzers.
Jesus is neat.
We getting ready to wrap it up. Any parting shots before we get out of here?
No, I'm good.
Nothing?
No.
Not one word, Natasha.
No, I'm good.
Give the people something.
You better not say proposal.
That's why I'm quiet today.
Anything before we get out of here?
I just want to say thanks to all the viewers, man, and keep watching us and keep lighting up the feed and everything. We appreciate y'all.
Anything before we leave?
Yeah, can I say a few things?
Please.
All right, shout out to Lance. Shout out to my workout partner, Vet. Just shout out to all my family and friends. I just love them all and I appreciate them. My best friends, Danita, Dakota, Malika, Tasha. I'm naming them all because they all been there. Sorry.
Let's go. Let's keep it rolling. Let's go.
And just everybody, all my Instagram family, my Facebook family, man, they've got me through, especially with this competition and stuff. I couldn't have really did it without all the support I've had from just everybody, because it gave me strength on days that I didn't know what I was going to do. So that's it.
All righty. Well, like I always say around this time, it gets late early. Peace.